Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
Doesn't she have any friends?
If she has, they must be fair-weather friends.
Such friends are even worse than enemies.
She'd better keep away from them.
Where do you usually do your shopping, Mrs. Lane?
I usually go to the supermarket, near the station.
How do you find the prices there?
I think they are quite reasonable, and the vegetables are very fresh.
I see you have bought some coffee. Would you mind telling me how much you paid for it?
Only $2.25.
How was your first date, David? Are you satisfied with Jane?
It was all right. She, tall and attractive, has stable job and source of income.
Yes, so I think she is suitable for you.
But, well, what I want to say is,
Stop acting like this. Say away.
her standard for selecting life partner is a little higher. I cannot accept that.
What did she say?
She said she want a man with large house, luxurious car and healthy parents.
Give her up.
Ballista, pull me a ristretto.
What? You're suddenly some kind of coffee snob now? What's a ristretto anyway?
It's basically a very strong espresso. Half the water pulled through the same amount of beans. Pure coffee essence.
Sounds like it must be just full of caffeine. I want one of those instead.
You fiend. It's about the flavor, not the fix. Why don't you just crush some caffeine pills and start doing lines? How'd you like to go on a bungee jump this weekend?
I'm not sure. I promised to help my sister move Saturday.
How about Sunday, then? We could start in the morning.
I might be able to do that. But I don't think I can do it well.
Don't worry. It is a test of physical endurance, intelligence. Just to finish, it is considered a victory for most.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
How about a game of tennis?
Okay, loser has to take out the trash for a month.
It's a deal.
See you in the court.
What will you do now? Propose to her.
Of course I won't chill out. Opportunity knocks only once.
You should strike while the iron is hot.
You're right. I will have a talk to her about that.
Finally, we're on board.
Yes. It was so crowded. I'm worn out. Let's find our seats.
Are they window seats or aisle seats?
Let me see. Yes. One window seat and one aisle seat.
Okay, but can I trade my seat with you? I prefer the one near the window. I'm a terrible flyer. I always get airsick and can never relax until after I've landed.
That's fine. I'd like to be on the aisle anyway. It's easier to get in and out.
Thanks. Where shall we put our luggage?
I think the smaller carry-on bag can go in the overhead compartment, and the others can go under the seat.
Good idea.
Don't forget to keep the seat belt on.
Okay, hope it's a pleasant trip.
Yes.
And no hijackers.
Oh, you have too wild of an imagination.
I'm terribly nervous.
Calm down.
Were you born in the U.S., Melissa?
No, I wasn't. I came here in 1992.
How old were you?
I was 17.
So, did you go to college right away?
No, because my English wasn't very good. I studied English for 2 years first.
Wow. Your English is really fluent now.
Thanks. Your English is pretty good, too.
Yeah. But I was born here. Exclamation mark.
There will be a parade to celebrate National Day this weekend.
What's the route?
From Zhongshan Circus to City Bank.
If only I could join it.
You should have seen the TV show that was on last night. The topic it covered was really interesting: animal rights.
Do you really believe in that? If they are going to focus on something, they should do it on civil rights.
Yes, but we can't deny that animals are vulnerable, defenseless, and are completely at the mercy of human beings.
I understand your point, but we continue to have transgressions against human rights. If so much attention weren't devoted to the topic of animals, we would then concentrate more on saving a human being instead of protecting a koala.
You can't compare apples and oranges. I believe that both topics are important and that we can't ignore them. The mistreatment of animals can cause a great environmental imbalance. I believe that governments should prohibit activities like poaching.
Well, you are right on that point. This is the reason that I don't buy leather and I try to buy synthetic products.
As long as you don't treat it better than your wife, it's fine.
Excuse me, are you Miss Green?
Yes. May I help you?
May I introduce myself?
Yes.
I'm a new student in the school. My name's John.
Nice to meet you, John.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Green.
What have you been up to, Johnny?
You know, sweeping, scrubbing, washing, drying, waxing, polishing.
Wow, your grandma's really having a field day with you, huh?
You got that right, and my mom's still mad about what we did with the dishes.
You have all the fun, don't you?
Listen, I'd better get back to the grindstone.
Sure thing, Johnny. Watch out for dishpan hands there, kid.
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.